allow the children. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar, just they get the higher power. Over naira. See them talk say, make we off mind. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. My ego don't the politico, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. My ego don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my yegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my yegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, my yegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. My yegun don't come, oh yo yo.
What did you say? I don't know why I keep doing that. I apologize again. The sound was a bit off, and that was my fault. So, once again, I actually said, welcome back again. If you have been part of the Sunday sermon this afternoon, or if this is your first time of joining us today, then good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining us this moment. It is Mayegun Live. Read the caption of this broadcast. Read the description of the broadcast, the video. Share it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Everywhere you know them, tag them. They said the human traffickers, they are worse than drug barons. Abiku Dagboru, Thiefnubu's appointee, the same lady that served the Werey, he is serving Thiefnubu now. And indeed, he just compared human traffickers and drug baron. So the drug baron is better. So good morning once again, good afternoon, and good evening to you as well as you are tuning in into this session tonight. So thank you, and you welcome back again. If you were part of the Sunday sermon earlier, consider this the continuation, but with so many other extras. So thank you. So the writer for this chart tonight is the statement credited to Abike Dagboru. She is the supposed chairman, is it chairman or chairperson of NIDCOM. Now, NIDCOM is a group that was created by Abike herself. And it was due to Oyetiton, Nigeria Limited. It was like Oyetiton is also Oye. At the time, Abike Dagboru was like the MC during the APC, Egbe's presidential campaigns for Werey, but there was no position for her. So when time was running out, Abike Dagboru decided to create an office for herself, and it's called the NIDCOM, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. So she decided to volunteer herself by being the liaison officer between the Nigerians in the diaspora and the government in Nigeria. Initially, the position didn't make any sense. The only liaison contacts between Nigerians outside Nigeria and Nigeria back home is the Nigeria mission abroad. Their job is to help us be safe abroad. But unfortunately, that's not the case. So to fill in the gap, that was why Abiku decided to make herself useful, but she wasn't recognized. She was treated with so much disdain, disrespect, for those who know her story very well, okay? However, he managed to revive that a little bit. And the moment Thiefnubu came in, there was no position for her too. But it was pretty much okay to say, continue in the shop you opened. I'm talking about Abike, who was supposed to be working for government. He is not different from hustlers that will say, I will go and talk to, let's see if you can talk to this minister or that one. Or maybe if I can talk to this person or that person to assure us, to give us some money for what we are doing. That's how she's running or operating. But she is one of the most diabolical bigots, a letdown. One of those that some of us who now grew up to look at her today kind of feel like we are seeing a different Abike. I'm talking about the Abike NTA at that time. No, nothing spectacular until she unraveled and became what she is today. A propagandist, a liar, a blackmailer, and a criminal. Enabling criminalities makes you a criminal too, right? And well, she dabbled into the story of those trafficked teenagers to Ghana. Yeah, the story we shared yesterday. So the rescued girls from Nigeria, the teenagers. So the story got to Abiku. And her first reaction was to say, thank God they are safe. And she went on. She wasn't misquoted. She said, honestly, the traffickers needs to be named and shamed. They are worse than drug barons. Now, because she said drug barons, Nigerians then picked on that and said, ha, 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 drug barons, drug dealers. Nigeria is currently facing the pandemic of drug abuse as we speak. As we are all talking about the insecurity in Nigeria, the poverty in Nigeria, which has aided the recruitment of people into terrorism and other acts of criminality. Here you get now. So the likes of Abiku may want you to probably think that's all the problems about people, young people. They are battling with drug abuse pandemic in Nigeria. I'm talking about things have gotten to a stage whereby Nigeria has been like flooded with all kinds of drugs, narcotics, to the point that these have found their way into the hands of the confused, impoverished young population of Nigeria. This is real. To Abiku, human traffickers are worse. No, they're not. They are the same. So, talking about the naming and shaming, those who are responsible for human trafficking from Nigeria, I support that. Indeed, just the same way I 100% support the busting, exposure of drug barons. Thiefnubu is one of them. The other day I was watching a video. Somebody sent me a video, and it was the video of Adeyinka Grandiot. You know, he's currently out of prison, right? Then in that video, he said some people were reporting him that he is back on social media inciting the people. Then he told his stories, which is all lies, okay? But that's that's not the only thing. Then he now said something about what you can call he said there is an orchestrated plan against Thiefnubu. And that plan, according to him, he said the MI5, I've been at MI6. He said they were coming to put tag on his ankle so that they will be monitoring him and all that. So he was now begging Thiefnubu that Thiefnubu should save his life. Okay? That the Igbos and the Fulanis in Nigeria, they are working for the British, the MI5. But he said he wants to return to Nigeria. But the MI5 said he must not near anywhere. He must not near airports, seaports, or he must not lead. He shall kind of cook all of that, calling on Thiefnubu to come and possibly rescue him and return him back into that contraption. Then he went on to say they accused him of inciting the people against the Igbos and the Fulanis, that he is calling people to kill the Fulanis and kill the Igbos. That is not true. It's not true, because Nnamdi Kanu is working for MI5. I think the Igbos, they are working for MI5. The Fulanis, they are working for MI5. Imagine, they said he was calling on people to kill the Igbos. I mean, can you know people not see how the Igbos are calling Thiefnubu drug dealer, drug baron? That's his own argument. He said the Igbos are calling, the typical bigots, okay? I am not Igbo, and I call Thiefnubu drug baron. He is a drug dealer, all right? There is a court evidence of that. I am not saying that because I mean, I won't call anybody drug dealer because I don't like you. You have to be a drug dealer, okay? And if by any chance there is a court document that prove that you are a drug dealer, heroin trafficker, you and your wife, Remi Thiefnubu, I'm not Igbo. And there are millions like myself who knows that Thiefnubu is a drug dealer. It's not because they wanted to call him drug dealer. Initially, there are many Yorubas who believe that Thiefnubu is a drug abuser. For those who know Thiefnubu 20 years back, 22 years back, many people believed, convinced that he is a drug abuser. Okay? Some of them also knew at the time that he is a drug dealer, but the evidence is more open. So Grandiot was telling his fellow bigots that the reason why he is calling for the Igbos to be killed in Yoruba land was because they were calling Thiefnubu a drug dealer. But yet, the MI6 and MI5, they are not going after the people calling Thiefnubu. Is that not, how could they be calling the president of Nigeria drug dealer? Eh? They are calling him drug dealer. How is that acceptable? Eh? And when I now said that they should kill the Igbos, they now said, I am the one inciting them. That's what he's kind of trying to say. But Thiefnubu is a drug dealer, and this was not exposed by the Igbos. This was on record, though. The first person to tell us that Thiefnubu was a drug dealer was Odumaki. You remember Odumaki, late Odumaki Yinka? He was the first person. This guy was the secretary of Nadeco. He was one of those who were collecting money from Thiefnubu when they were fighting Abacha. So at a point, he came out and he told everyone, listen, this guy, even within our circle, we know what he was. We knew who he was. But it was just like during the struggle, nobody really wanted to really keen on that since they were all fighting Abacha. It was Yinka Odumaki. It was Yinka Odumaki that told us about Iragbiji, about Thiefnubu's mother in Iragbiji, that Thiefnubu denied, even in death. It was Yinka Odumaki, the next person to expose Thiefnubu as a drug dealer, drug baron. That is on record too, was Omoyele Sowore and his Sahara reporters. This was like 22 years ago. That he was a drug dealer, heroin trafficker in Chicago. And the most recent of this expose, the one that is more detailed, that gave us all of the intels and everything, David Undeyin, all of these people that are on record exposed Thiefnubu's drug dealing. They were all Yorubas. But you see the likes of all these Omo Aligati of Yoruba land, like Thiefnubu himself. They will want the gullible, the morons that are kind of their ass lickers that are so comfortable with that hatred, their bias. It appeals to them. They know. So it's better to just say the Igbos are the ones calling Thiefnubu drug dealer. No, it's not the Igbos. The entire Nigeria and Africa, even the world, knows Thiefnubu as a drug dealer. So now you understand why the human traffickers are worse than drug barons. In the book of Abike or Abiku Dagboru, because this is our mentor, Thiefnubu. On the 10 trafficked girls, 10 trafficked teenagers, remember that the trafficker also trafficked his own sister. Yeah, he trafficked his own sister for prostitution in Ghana. He's been arrested, naming and shaming. Take a look at the young man.
So they pay you 200 cedis every day.
Yes.
Among the girls we just rescued, we have 3 of them that are the same mother, the same father, and they are with you, and you know they are the same mother, the same father.
Yes.
You know, and we have your sister, the same mother, the same father with you, that you also put her to be doing a prostitution. And you think what you are doing, what you have done is right?
No, it's not good.
It's not good. And then why did he engage into that? And these girls, some of them are 14 years, 15 years, 16 years. Is that correct?
No, that's the one that called me from Nigeria.
I said these girls, some of them are 14, 15, 16, 17 years.
No.
What's their age?
No. When I called them, they said that.
I said, what's their age?
They said that 20 years.
So that's a young man. So he trafficked these young teenagers from Nigeria to Ghana. And then they will go out there and be sexually abused, sexually assaulted, raped. Because that's exactly everyone that sleeps with all those girls. They did not sleep with any of them. They raped them. That's what happened. When you sleep with minors. Yeah, when you sleep with minors, that's a rape. Especially the one that is under the control of another person, the ones that are being sexually exploited. Every person that slept with them raped them. Where they were rescued and the guy got arrested. 200 CDs. I don't know what that is in Naira, but I think it's somewhere like somebody paying 200,000 Naira every day. That's practically what it feels like, because we know that the Ghanaian government, they indeed sort of removed some zeros, right? I don't know the language. I mean, I don't know the word for it. Is it recapitalization of their money, whatever? So it was like the 200 CDs is like a 200,000 Naira when you add the remaining 3 zeros. So what they did was that they cut off, I think, 2 or 3 zeros from their money. Imagine, luring young people, young girls out of Nigeria to another neighboring West African country for sexual exploitation. That, when you are caught, you deserve to be sentenced to have your own day on the electric chair. You know that? People who actually have the mind, okay, to sell human being for money. I don't think you probably deserve to have that life you have. You should be given a day on the electric chair. And same thing with the drug barons. Drug barons should also have their day on the electric chair for the lives of the young people that they have always been ruining. You don't give drug dealers political office. You don't make drug dealers or drug barons political godfathers. Because whatever they are doing, what the politics or the political side of it is going to do for them is to legitimize that criminality. But for Abike, probably something different. So talking about the security and insecurity, here is the supposed spokesperson for the DSS talking about the hotspots, the insecurity in Nigeria, and it started from the eastern part of Nigeria. I would love you to listen. Is the guy, Ifunaya, is the guy that has been, that was used under Buhari, well, partly, to help convince the rest of us or the rest of the world why it is justified to, number one, kidnap citizens and lock them up illegally, and even when the court says let them go, for the sake of national security, they can't let them go because the court, this is the guy that used to explain the impunity of Buhari, is there to explain the impunity of Thiefnubu too. But please pay attention. It wasn't talking about the East alone. Listen.
In the in Abia State and asking us what we are doing and why did it happen. We're even in the military house. Benga. It is not about whether or not the military or DSS is doing anything or not doing anything. The loss of life of any Nigerian, whether military or DSS or any person for that matter, should be of concern to all of us. Even when we hear about death of any human being, it's a loss to humanity and it touches all of us. And so if any Nigerian is affected anywhere, we are as concerned as we are if a military officer is also affected. But like the president has said, no military or armed forces or security personnel should be attacked by the citizens they protect. The government has made very clear, forthright statement about the situation. The Abia State governor has also made very clear statements, and the military has also come out very forcefully to make its own statement. And as an agency of government that is interested in the protection of the state and the citizens, we will work with other agencies and in fact the military and security agencies to ensure the safety of our personnel and staff of our armed forces. And we call on Nigerians to please love, respect our armed forces and security agents. So we will do our work, and what we are doing in this regard, we may not say it. Thank you.
Okay, now
again, no, there are other two questions. Yes, please. Let me just, by the side, say something about the situation in the FCT and the need to strengthen what the first PRO has said. If they said a madman said he won't say anything until he looks for his head and he does not see it, we can't stay and wait until our heads are put over our necks. If there is any information that any person should give about security and those who are behind the obnoxious acts in our various communities and the hinterlands, please, whether you are a journalist or any person for that matter, come forward and share your information with us. Come forward, wherever. DSS has offices in the 774 local governments in Nigeria and the 36 states and Abuja and FCT. Come forward or call me. And every day we check our social media handles and website and emails. People give information, and you can be one of those who can also bring in this information, can direct your family members to us to share what you know, because the criminals live among us. They're even the friends of some persons. So if your family member is behaving in a way that is antithetical to peace and public security or public order, you can also report him or her. And that way, we'll jointly solve the problem of insecurity.
So that was him preaching to the choir. They have all of these agents in 774 local government areas, but they cannot fish out or flush out the terrorists and the sponsor of terrorists in Nigeria. They are present in 774 local government area. Nigeria doesn't even have 774 local government areas anymore. Okay? More than 100 local government areas across Nigeria are no longer under the control of the Nigerian government. They are ungoverned areas. Yes. But this guy believed, and yet all those people from those local government area under the control of the terrorists, they could not really give intel. The people that the DSS that is present everywhere are actually meant to prevent they have to prevent a crime before they happen. But in practice, they are actually there to protect the criminals in government. If you are doing something or saying something that is going to be directly impacted on the lives of or whatever the comfort of these ruiners, then DSS will get you. The same DSS that is still yet to find Yeye Bello. Help EFCC to find Yeye Bello. But again, the reason why I'm making you watch this is to know, number one, see the face of those behind the security of Nigeria. Then number two, see the mindset and how they actually reason over the insecurity state of Nigeria. And then you can make your conclusion, like myself, if those are the people you believe will actually fix Nigeria, end terrorism, end corruption, and possibly bring you something called development. So that's why you have to watch that face. Here is the other part of his presentation. I'll stop it when it becomes like stupid.
It's very unfortunate that most times journalists or some journalists will choose skewed news rather than factual news. And the difference in all of this, like I have always said in fora of this nature, or forum of this nature, is that we do not cross-check our facts. Let me make a comparison. If after this meeting, you were going back to your offices and you were hit by a car at Tipa Garage, maybe you were going back to Kubwa and you were hit at Tipa Garage, or even by Sahastos. Sahastos is close to this place. Would you say you were hit in the defense headquarters? You would not say that. But for mischief, it will rather make you pleasant to say it was when you were leaving the press conference that the DMO sent a car to hit you. And people will believe you. So, Fatai Isiaka and Samuel Oyero, about 14th or thereabout of May, were arrested in Ogun State, in Elaro or so. There was a case in Agososo or Agosasa. Yes, those who know the place, wanting arson and all of that. And some persons were behind that over what? Chieftaincy tussle. You know, the government gave somebody a staff of office, one Aziz Akimpelu, and some persons preferred Sunday Abogurin, and you know, the camps were. So you want us to cross our hands and watch people destroy themselves and property so that we won't be blamed of arrest of people? So they were, yeah, people came to court and people were arrested, but not in the court premises, not at all. It couldn't have been. But because some persons had control of the media, it was good for them to report it from a jaundiced point of view, and they so did. But the DSS, over time, has shown good conduct and has also shown obvious respect for the judiciary. And the judicial...
Nuisance, Lele.
So like I said, once it becomes like irritating, I'll stop it. So he was more concerned about how the journalists, the media, report the atrocities of the DSS. So he was more concerned about that. And just so you know, they are not interested, okay, in providing you any safety or security. They are out there to look for the threats to their paymaster, the ones in government. Because if they were really working, come on, you probably will have odds of terrorists in jail now, not right there in the forest doing their business. The real people they are looking for are those of you asking questions about how Nigeria is being governed. And you are considered a threat that may lead to uprising, and uprising may lead to the end of a system or a government, and their job is to prevent that and make sure that never happens. And that is why the DSS is not to protect you. The DSS is to monitor you and ensure that you are never a threat to your slave masters in general. So if you are going to go for the system, you would have to go for these characters. They will build any case. You see that guy you saw on the screen? He was the guy who granted press release when they kidnapped Omoyele Sowore. It was that guy. You granted it, and he said, he boldly told the press that Omoyele Sowore was trying to overthrow Bokwari by using a very dangerous hashtag, Buhari must go. Because Sowore was shouting revolution now, hashtag revolution now. That guy was on TV explaining to the media why they had to arrest and charge Omoyele Sowore for treason because of hashtag revolution now. Very dangerous. It's a very dangerous thing. This individual is a very, very dangerous thing. It's a threat to the national security. It's somebody that we believe some people are sponsoring. They will cook text. They will cook their press release. He will read it out, and he will believe it. He will believe everything is reading out. So if the media is not reporting it that way, then the media is not working with them. The media is probably an enemy. The journalists are not supporting them. That was what is granted there. The eastern part of Nigeria, that's what do you call him again? Cubana chief pig had been a thief priest or something. People give him different name now. That guy. The one that was a few months ago, 2 months or so ago, he was making a video in Werey that he is building the first O2 arena in Nigeria, and he was building it in Imo State, Werey. The Cubana chief pig, there was somehow for God knows reason, chooses to help them demarket the eastern part of Nigeria. I mean, the impression they will give to you is that the eastern part of Nigeria has been overrun by gunmen, not their own politically sponsored criminals. Okay? But yet, from the reports, eastern part of Nigeria remains the safest part of Nigeria. And this is the definition of safest. There's no place that is safe in Nigeria. Because the terrorism you are witnessing in Nigeria is government-sponsored. The rest are just the combination of the consequences of government's bad policies, the ruined economy, the poverty. But the major terrorism in Nigeria is what? Is government-sponsored. And they have to actually have the media to help them spread it too. So one of the gravest mistake of the supposed Easterners in Nigeria is that you all have phones. You have phones. You have internet on your phones. Majority of you are so active online. But yet, the eastern part of Nigeria is one of the most underreported part of Nigeria. But whenever they choose to actually report the eastern part of Nigeria, you will be seeing a lot of people that will be like, I didn't know that. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Oh, you mean so is made in, yeah. I didn't know that. I actually thought what they are saying about, oh, is true. No, I mean, they're not. I will continue to remind all of you, no matter what type of propaganda you are encountering, you are facing every day of your life, from all different group of people that are hell-bent to continue to make you believe that it is so impossible for the Igbo people to excel without Nigeria. I mean, there is that impression. Let them go, Joe. They will just suffer. Third, the people that are already suffering inside the contraption called Nigeria. Eastern Nigeria is not safe. It is the most militarized region of Nigeria. In fact, you will think that is where the ISWAP, the Boko Haram, that is their headquarters. That is why you have so much military in eastern part of Nigeria. Eastern part of Nigeria is not safe. Eastern part of Nigeria is not safe. But from what we have heard, right, both military, policemen, DSS, they all wanted to be posted to the eastern part of Nigeria. Why? Shouldn't you be asking to be posted out of eastern part of Nigeria? Yes, you'll be surprised. Because it is a place where legitimate, state-sponsored terrorism is going on. But without all of this, this is what's normal. This is what life is like normally in eastern part of Nigeria, when they are not painting you the picture of, I don't know, IPOB this, IPOB that. Today they are having this derby. Okay, they're having a football match. And I think it's part of the Nigerian Premier League. And some people have been reacting to this online since afternoon. Wow. I put together some clips, right? Just to show to you that if the government, if the politicians, if they cannot fix the lives of the people, they should not complicate their lives. If you remove government, if you remove these criminal politicians from the lives of the ordinary people, this is what life will be like. I promise you.
See you, fans.
The football experience, okay? The gathering is now is trending as we speak. Wow. This is not Lagos, this is not Kano. Wow. We thought the IPOB, according to them, has chased everybody away. That social activities in eastern part of Nigeria is now dead. Nobody wants to go to eastern Nigeria and the rest of the other nonsense they are saying to you. Again, let's go take a look.
See you, fans. I'm on road block everywhere, choke. Road choke. Road choke. See, everywhere, choke. They are out here for rangers. Everywhere, choke. Not the small thing.
That's what life will be normally. If you remove all these criminal politicians and their evil schemes for power, control, maybe if you take it out of the people's lives, life would have been so beautiful. Yeah, you won't be, you're like, oh, where Nigerians won't see money, but to the promoters of that game, you did a wonderful job. And let me tell you something, beyond the football match, a lot of people were able to come in and they were comfortable to stay together. You see, beyond the football match, you have helped send a very strong message to the rest of the bigots, especially the Lagos Abobakus and co, that there is actually life outside Lagos and there is life beyond Ore. Their criminal slave masters have told them life starts from Lagos, ends at Ore. Anything beyond Ore, they are their enemies. They are the supposed people who wanted to come and take over their land, take over their job. Guess what? The people that are worried that people beyond Ore, they are coming to take their land. They are coming to take their job. These are people who have no land. They have no job. Some of them have sold their inheritance. Some never inherited anything from their parents. And they believe that some people are coming to steal them from them. They are coming to take everything from us. They come to our land. They take everything. But what did they take from you? You see, those who brainwash them to make them believe their life starts from Lagos, ends at Ore. They know what they were doing. It's worked for some time. And that is why the majority of them are wondering, how come that anyone from outside this circle have the audacity to challenge the druggie, Thiefnubu, the drug dealer? Do you understand that now? So life, you cannot see beyond where your view can take you. And that's just to show to them that there is life. There are lives outside the small space they have caged them. So once in a while like that, let us see what's going on in the East. And we can use them to remind everybody that it is, you see, if I come here to tell you that nearly 100% of the propaganda against the Igbos is targeted to continue to demarket the region, demarket them. You know, I mean, there are those that, because they have been using this to demarket the Igbos, demarket the Eastern Nigeria, demarket all this stuff, right, for decades. There are Igbos who have kind of sort of accepted it. We must be bad. In fact, we are too. In fact, see, it is true, Jare. We Igbos, we like to do too much. We Igbos, we like kiniko. Yes, we Igbos, our own too much. These are those that have been successfully transformed to the the zombieism in a way that they will be self-hating themselves. To them, yeah, we must be bad. We must be bad. Yeah. You see, I am Igbo. Let me be honest with you. I am Igbo. And I can tell you that we must be bad. You know? And then you can then see all those who are not Igbos. God bless you, Jare Emeka. I like you being honest. That's why I told people, Igbo people are very, very bad people. I'm a Yoruba man. I'm saying the truth. Igbo are bad people. Since one Emeka is already saying they are bad. So that's exactly what they have done to the eastern part of Nigeria. Subconsciously, they've made the rest of you just expect everything that's going to come from that side. It should be negative. And when it is not negative, oh my God, wow. Because you have to act surprised. Ask all of them, why are they surprised? Oh my God, look at the eastern Nigeria. Oh my God, look at my region. Why are you surprised? Why are you acting surprised? Because you have bought the propaganda for so long, and subconsciously, you actually believe that it must be true. It must be true. I saw the video of all these unknown gunmen shooting people. Eastern Nigeria is not safe. Oh. Let us be honest. All this sit at home. This sit at home is killing business. Well, see, my brother, Mayegun, let us be honest. I am Igbo. You see all this sit at home, is killing our region. You are repeating what they want you to repeat. But the truth is that none of them is true. There is nothing happening in Igbo land. That what is not happening elsewhere. But when you look at something from the part of that part of Nigeria, you're like, oh my God, I'm so surprised. Wow. Oh, thank you, Mayegun Jare, for, oh my God, wow. Look at Enugu. It's because you have been fed that life for so long that it has become so hard for some of you to even believe that all these are the sponsored psycho managing propaganda that has been in existence, still existing now, and will continue to exist if you continue to regurgitate all that nonsense. So when we have things like, December last year, when they said everybody should go back to Anambra, go back to this, go back to that, then they won't kill us with their trip to the east. A lot of people became jealous. When they started seeing all of the Igbos and, Igbos don't go, we can't break up like this, so don't let politics divide us, so we need to blah, 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 blah. In fact, now a lot of them are like, oh my God. I saw all of that online. Oh my God, there is this beautiful beach in Enugu. Oh my God, look at this sandy beach in Ebonyi. I didn't know that we have beach in Anambra. Oh my God, we had water here. People started acting funny. But you know something? They were able to show the rest of the world. They were able to show the rest of us what eastern part of Nigeria is like. The same way you have irresponsible politicians looting money meant for development, for roads, for hospitals, for schools, they have them in eastern part of Nigeria too. Same way you were all involved, you've all become local government of yourself, building your own homes, erecting your own water, erecting your own electricity, bringing your own education for your children, fighting for your own medical care yourself. All of this that makes you like mini local government area is how they were there too. The same way all your businesses are struggling in Lagos, struggling here and there, they are struggling there too. As your businesses are recording successes, they are making progresses, making more investment, they are making same there too. There is actually life outside Lagos than for you to hate yourself so much that you then have to project that hatred on others and think they actually hate you. When the people that want you to hate others, the Igbos that want you to hate Yorubas, the Yorubas that want you to hate the Igbos, right? When you start looking at the characters that are actually promoting this, you realize that if they are your people, if they are Igbos, they hate you more than they hate the Yorubas they want you to hate. When you see the Yorubas, who are asking you to hate on the Igbos, right? Pay attention very well. Those who are asking you to, they hate Yorubas more than they hate the Igbos they want you to hate. But it works well in an hateful country where people were forced together, suspicious country where we don't trust ourselves. Politicians milk this. So once in a while, when everybody have a chance of showing us, I always love it. I do. And that's one of them. Okay? Remove these politicians from the lives of the people and see if their lives won't actually be far, far better than what you have right now. And that was Enugu. In Ondo State, it's not the same. The EFCC in Nigeria broke into a nightclub. They were looking for Yahoo boys. But guess what? After arresting everybody inside that place, inside the nightclub, they separated men from women. Now, they now took the women into a room and they started lashing them, those ones who couldn't let them to molest them, assault them, or even rape them. Baba, I can't show you the video, it's online. Go and type it online, AKT, EFCC, raid. I'm sorry, Ondo, Akure, rather, Akure EFCC raid. EFCC is the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, set up specifically to fight economic and financial crimes, mostly perpetuated by the criminals running or ruining Nigeria. But they usually just go for the soft targets. And in the process, everybody is a suspect whenever the EFCC, NDLEA, what else? DSS, whenever they are conducting their raid. But they took all the all the ladies into a room. They lashed them. They whipped them. Baba, people recorded the bomb, red, lined with all these stripes, bloody stripes, EFCC. But others, you would think they were armed robbers. I'm going to show you inside the nightclub. On, I've mixed that.
Are you moving or you want me to move? I go like that. Go like that. You want to see what I can do? I move. Chill. Calm down now. Move. Let him go
Yeah, that's Akure, Ondo State capital. That's Nigeria. You may return from that your base in America, and then you are just sleeping and then chilling in your own hotel room in Lagos, and in the middle of the night, yourself, your partner, you could get busted. And in the middle of the night, there could be a drop or a break through the door. Bah, bah, bah. You are a Yahoo boy. They will parade you. Yes. That's the state of Nigeria. They are fighting corruption. So this guy said one of the guys they arrested is not a Yahoo boy. The money ritual ain't do. They said the guy, well, it's funny, it's not funny, but he's asking the EFCC to release him. This is not right.
Brother EFCC, àárín kan jẹlẹ tí wàá ń gbé wa ẹ ti gbẹ̀gbọ́n wa o olóde ń fún wa lówó káyìí máa fi jẹun ẹ dá padà o. All the way from Ondo State yẹn ti wọ Ondo State ẹ ti gbé ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn ẹ̀pọ̀n ẹ̀ ló lò tó fi ṣoògùn o. Owó wọlé báyìí lórí sọ pé kó lọ mú gòun ní signation ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti gbé ẹ̀gbọ́n báyìí ẹjọ́ bá wa dá ẹ̀gbọ́n padà o. Ọjọ́ ìlẹ̀ máa fẹ̀gbọ́n lẹ̀.
So it's practically asking the EFCC to let one of their brother to let him go. That the guy is not a Yahoo boy, he's the one feeding them, he's the one giving them money for food in the area. In the area. So when are they going to release him? Because he's not a Yahoo boy. He used his manhood for money ritual, and when the money came, he decided to go and drink one bottle at the club, the night club. That was when the EFCC came. They need to let him go. That's what he's saying there. It's funny, it's not funny, isn't it? Meanwhile, somewhere in Kwara State, they said they have they caught some Fulani terrorists, and they were those kind of blamed for the insecurity, the kidnappings, and the attacks on the farmers in that axis of Kwara State. Let me show you that video. Then they actually blindfolded them. That's creepy. Hang on. I think I lost. Okay, I didn't.
I want to write paper for you.
Mama ṣe báyìí náà, bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa ṣe báyìí náà. Báwo lè ṣe jẹ́? Àkó ọmọ fẹ́ kárí.
Àti jásẹ̀.
No, you don't need to write that one. That one. Should be for this one and this one. Now this one get that. The jacket and that Kampala get that. Now na carry this thing. What do they call them? Hey. Carry key when they take your why mama Abubakar duk wanda ya bare sunan banza ba zai samu kayan shi ba what do you want count put am here I am try his property one state I am Enter one by one. Wait. Enter one by one. Hey, tashi. Megida. Enter. Carry this one, enter there. Enter there.
Unfortunately, they will be released. They will be freed the moment they hand them over to the Nigeria police. That's the end of it. And let's say maybe a week or two, they will be back to the same area. To make the matter worse, some of the people who arrested them there, who actually rounded them up, some of them will come across the same guys in another 1 month or two. This is the state of Nigeria. And that's why I kind of understand what you meant. Somebody said, this is what they hate about our people. I get you. What is the point in parading them when they are going to be released later? How about they're like, because of the gunfire exchanges and all of that, unfortunately, we lost 15 terrorists. How about that? So that is to tell all of you that even those who are telling us that they are gathering, I mean, they are there to protect us. They do not have the right to shoot and kill any of these terrorists. Because if they did, they will be arrested for killing the terrorists and they will be charged for murder. It's like an unwritten code. They all know it. So the most they can do, that's what you saw there. And even at that, the video, when it makes it to the screen of their leaders, the terrorist leaders, I'm talking about the ones who are in government, so the ones who are making all these decisions. So they may even ask for everybody in that video. I'm talking about those who arrested those guys, those terrorists. They may ask the Nigerian DSS police to go and look for all of those guys and arrest them and bring them to Abuja. What gave them that right to treat the Fulani like that? That's how horrible Nigeria has become. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not. That's why when these things happen, some of us here are not really surprised. You say, well, about OPC, the people of Egongon, the people of Ibarapa, they cried out. And you know something? OPC members, they moved down to the area. And in the airport, right, one or two of them were shot by the Fulani terrorists, but they finally arrested their leader arrested his sons. So by the time they took them to Agodi in Ibadan, you know something? They took the terrorist leader, the kidnapper leader that the OPC arrested. They put him in prison. You see the OPC guys that risked their lives and even got shot, including those that were shot. They locked them up in Agodi. They said, who gave them the right to go and arrest? By law, they did not have any right to go and arrest. Guess what? Those people were inside Agodi prison for more than 1 year for going there to go after the terrorists. That is Nigeria for you. I don't even know if they have been released or they've just been forgotten inside the prison there. Yeah, they locked them up. How dare you go on? And then we started hearing the rumor that that guy has been released, even though he hasn't, he's still with them. But why would you even lock up those who risked their lives to go and bring succor to the people, the commuters, the communities in those areas? It is what Nigeria is. So if you want to fight for them, good luck to you. Anybody who is not ready to fight for himself, well, good luck to you too. Because if you are willing to fight for them, for some reason, you know, it's probably going to be one of the worst thing to do to yourself. Don't fight for them. Because you end up being the one responsible for all of their problems. They will tell you who sent you. So you might need to protect yourself while you're fighting for Nigerians. Why would you do that? So the least you can do is to possibly help ourselves to understand why we all need to stand up and fight. And if you cannot stand up, maybe because you are disabled. Or you are not disabled. You are looking for a human rights fighter. You never fight for anybody in that contraption. They would have to. Except for those who are really vulnerable, you know, those who have no voice of theirs. Then you speak out and speak up for them. That's understandable. Nobody is fighting for anybody. You would have to fight for yourself. Now let's take a little bit of, rollback. Okena, thank God, thank you for that. So let's roll it back a bit. Same thing as well yesterday. Koolu was in Abuja, where he named a road after Achebe. Then he kind of managed to remind everyone that Wike is the best political appointee of his. And he was in fact told not to appoint him for the second time in a week. Koolu said they told him not to appoint Wike. And Wike is now the best performing. Wike is rated to be performing at 14%. Devulumaye is rated to be performing at 13%. The rest of, the one that is in charge of passports, that guy. Yeah, the one that his wife collected over 600 million naira. 600 million naira from Beta Edu to go and set up a register for the poor people before they can then get paid. You remember that guy, Olubumi Ojo. So they rated that one as at 9%. Ebon, if they rate you 14%, what does that mean? Is that not 14 over 100? If they rate you 9%, is that not 9 over 100? Well, can you call of all level, failure at all level, right? I'll start with that, then I'll take it to Abuja.
All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF.
That's Koolu. Anyway, he's celebrating at least something, and that is the Wike. I want you to listen. It is called. Please don't listen to him like you want to listen to anything reasonable. Okay, possibly just you can even go and make a cup of tea if you don't like to see his face, but it can be very crackling somehow. Okay.
Collaboration and shared commitment to excellence. I also reflect when we started. And the minister came to me to please look at the possibility of clearing my calendar for 9 days. And I asked him to go back and restudy the best way to spend the president's time so that he will not be in violation of the ethics and purposes of governance. 9 days consecutively. He said, yes, that includes a Saturday. Well, we are spending that part of that Saturday here. Is on Wike. You have provided exceptional leadership at a trying time for the country. It was a very challenging time for us in the country. Up to now, we are still retuning and rejigging our financial system to bring prosperity and relief to the people of this country. You've demonstrated the capacity to build a team, to lead a team, and to deliver on promises. I commend you. Well done. To all of you here, and the district head of Gusape, or representing the district head, litigation is not the answer. Conversation is the answer. Development that is focused on the people for the economic prosperity, the benefits of a whole. Is what should reside in us. Of what value is the land that is blocked by these high hill mountains and rocks that you can what access? Now provide drinkable water. Talk to our people, and whenever you need us, talk to our representatives, bring us together to help build Nigeria. It's not a personal thing. I stand here as the president. I don't have a plot here. But I have the people's support and the mandate to deliver good quality of life and living environment. That should be enough for all of us to share in the joy of commitment, dedication.
Oh no, stop it, Martinelli. I know that actually cracked me up that I had to stop the video, right? The Nigeria till last day. That's how he talks. He kind of just like open his mouth. Sometimes you wouldn't even like, you wouldn't even know he's the oppressed idiot, okay? And sometimes he loves to remind himself, like, I am your oppressed idiot. As the oppressed idiot, let us come together and build this country for our children of economic prosperity, of good environment, living conditions, that's how he talks. Kind of just mush everything. Sometimes it will sound like, okay, I think I'm getting what he's saying. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I don't get what he's saying anymore. Okay, I think I'm getting it again now. Okay. Is he trying to say, no? No, I don't get that word. What's he saying? About you go just get problem trying to understand what Koolu is saying. But he said this all the time because that's what he's told to say. He's never going to talk to you about what he is doing. Okay? Other than just to say, oh, we are working, we are doing everything to make sure our country and our people have food, hungry, starvation, and safety, and all of that kind of like jargons. I'm so sorry that I had to kind of keep punishing you. It seems like a punishment, okay? But I want it to be on this record. And I'll stop it soon. Koolu.
I could see and notice the dancing step of accomplishment and joy demonstrated by Wike. I share in your joy and congratulations. To Gilmore, yes, you are a contractor, but you are already part of our society. Well done. I won't say thank you because you get paid for it, but you are well done. Thank you very much with your team. The members of the cabinet, the leadership of our party, the FCT team, allow me to stand on the well enumerated and recognized protocol given by Eugene Abu, who had been tireless too in our commitment. Today being part of our Saturday, and we all are required to be here to celebrate an engineering feat. We thank all of you. We appreciate you, Eugene. Well done. This significant achievement marks yet another milestone in our administration's total commitment
to enhancing the infrastructure and living standard within the Federal Capital Territory and across our great country. Part of our national time is extremely reflected. It's about service. So many of you, you've demonstrated that the great commitment to serve the people. One year ago, we embarked on the journey to retune, re-engineer, refinance, and release the hope for all Nigerians, and particularly for Abuja Federal Capital Territory.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
So that's Koolu. I know they are just like word salad, just all talk and all that nonsense. Don't worry, I know that. But there's a reason why we had to put that in there. That's how they make themselves feel good. Okay, some Wike has managed to get at least over 100 billion naira in less than 1 year of his appointment. He's managed to complete a 21 billion naira mansion for Shitty Man. Okay, he's been able as well, okay, to complete some of the ongoing projects of the former minister under Buhari. He didn't have to start any projects, just quickly spend the money, and guess what? 100 billion, including the metro line. So to them, even if he has possibly stolen some for himself, he's got something to call the Thiefnubu out to come and cut the tape. 100 billion. I don't think there are many of them who have been able to gather that. He's still asking for another. He's asking for 198 billion. And then his budget for the FCT is like about 600 billion. Right? Left, right, and center, it is money-making machine. And maybe you should be praying for them that the trailer will not pass their midst before the end of this year. And all these videos, they will come back and become golden. That's why I'm playing them for you. Okay? Because as we all know, they are all there because of their selfish, self-centered, power-mongering mindsets. It's not because of Nigeria. And that's exactly what is going to tear them apart. That's what brought them together. It's what will tear them apart too. So that's why these videos will make sense then. Oh my God, the compilation. So that was Koolu there, thanking Werey for giving him something to take pictures with. And is his best. But him talking about a mandate. Which mandate? In Abuja, I said in Abuja in particular. Did Abuja people have any mandate with Thiefnubu? I don't think so. There could be something being in the work. Anyway, I played this video earlier today, and it is the position of Father Mbaka. We are still waiting. I'm checking my phone every minute now to see if I'm going to see the breaking news that Thiefnubu he has now announced that there is, I mean, the above 60,000 naira minimum wage you promised them wasn't that of urgent 2K. The situation right now is that it's like Thiefnubu offered the workers 60,000 minimum wage. They said no, they won't take it. Now Thiefnubu don't add urgent 2K to make it 62K. But we are still waiting because in the next 1 hour, in the next 2.5 hours, we are going to know if the NLC is going to take it or leave it. Then you are going to know about tomorrow. The banks, the schools, the hospitals, the roads, the everywhere, if everything is going to shut down. But before that, Mbaka's message again. Just
or what with them, but out of fear, we cannot release to the public because we must know that people are suffering. Think of it. If we decide to give labor people 60,000 naira or 62,000 naira, why not generalize it to House Assembly members, to senatorial members, to House Arrest members, to our governors? All of them are civil servants. Are they not? Yeah. So if all of them are civil servants, why are these people slaves? Have they come to serve who? Because we cannot imagine why somebody can be amassing billions and billions and billions, sitting allowance, newspaper allowance, wardrobe allowances, vehicle allowances, and what they call suffering allowances or what? Eh? Suffering allowances. So the people that should have such allowance should be the poor masses in the villages. If a teacher, how much are they being paid for those who are grooming our children for us? How much are they being paid? Our nurses, how much are they being paid? Our doctors, how much are they being paid? Let us be realistic. Our civil servants that wake up from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they wake up early and come back late. How much are they being paid? And look at the level of inflation in the country. How are we becoming sincere? All of us should know we are not sincere. So I am pleading with the government that a stitch in time can save 9. It's a matter of handling the bull by the horn, tactfully, but very, very speedy. Because if they are not careful, this crisis of a thing can be hijacked and nobody will know the repulse effect. If they succeed in doing that, everybody will be endangered. If the government now will go on strike, labor will say, don't come out. No vehicle will move. Nobody will sell petrol. NEPA will not work. And so who will survive? At the end of it all, we begin to correct what we could have saved. So we can say that it may be a medicine after death. I don't know the labor people. I don't have contact with any government person I discuss with. Since I came back from the monastery experience, I've been praying and been watching the situation. Even the poor masses don't even have the morale to come and report to me again because many of them join to say, Farambaka, keep quiet. Farambaka, keep quiet. Face your priestly work and forget the prophetic. Stop talking to the leaders. Now they are being victimized. They don't even have the face to come to me. I'm only speaking because I have the passion. It is a call. It is my mission to defend the less privileged people. And woe betide me if the poor masses are suffering and I'm silent because of what? At the end, who will not die? Even the rich people who are getting billions, will they carry one kobo into the casket? They should use their conscience. They should know they are created by God. There was a time they were like these poor masses. Why should they allow the poor masses to suffer like this and they are paying their fare to eat? What about constituency allowances? Where do they go? Internal generated revenues. How do they account for it? Talk more about security votes that come from there. Is it for anybody to enrich himself? What is actually happening is an inhumanity of man to man. Let us tell the truth. God is not happy with what is happening to the poor masses of Nigerians. And the leaders are provoking crisis that they may not be able to carry when the time comes. Please, from the presidency to the least, in the rank of the leadership, to the local government people, let them have meeting immediately and take care of these poor masses.
70 years old man. Is that you?
Jesus is Lord.
Continue. 70 years old man.
Jesus is Lord.
Right. We can take it further now. Talking about the workers, the strike, and talking about the unemployed, the impoverished, the hardship in Nigeria. So whereas guys in AAC, take it back, they are now calling on their fellow Nigerians to join them on the 12th of June 12th, to protest. Is a mass protest against hunger and starvation in Nigeria. Enough of talking. Let's go to the streets.
They have multiplied the crisis facing this country 1,000-fold, thereby plunging millions of Nigerian workers, youths, students, farmers, traders, artisans, and the poor masses into a new level of mass misery, hardship, and excruciating hunger. Since last year, the National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, another government agency, had found that at least 63%, that is 133 million Nigerians, face multi-dimensional poverty. Many Nigerians can hardly afford to eat more than once per day. That is if they eat at all. Based on the foregoing, we, the undersigned, declare Wednesday, June 12, 2024, as a day of national action against hunger and hardship.
There is still a need for a greater struggle against this regime. While we support the minimum wage demand, we generally believe that without raising other issues that concerns fuel price hike, that concerns the cost of food and the inflation, whatever minimum wage that is won is not likely really going to resolve anything for average Nigerian workers. More so, we live in a society where millions of people are artisans, are even unemployed. So if only Nigerian workers win even a minimum wage, very soon, by the time the thousands of dependents would make demand on that wage, you are going to realize that at the end of the day, average workers who get a raise in their salary are not going to be any better. We think that there's a need to have a general list of demands, a cardinal demands that addresses the question of the fuel subsidy removal. Because what the government economic team has actually proven is the fact that all of our suffering since last year was for nothing.
The important point is that the people reject any policy that is not right for the society.
So that's going to be on Wednesday. So if you are in Lagos or you are in, I think it's Lagos, you should join them if you are facing the Shege under Thiefnubu. Join them, or if you don't, that's all right. You probably will be observing the long NLC strike. That is, if Thiefnubu tells them to go to blazes. 62,000 naira or nothing. The state governors have already stated that they can't pay it. So, practically, your sufferings is going nowhere. The hyperinflation, the hyperinflation that is eating so deep into your income is still there and is getting worse. If you want to survive in a contraption like Nigeria that has become so mismanaged, you need what is called living wage. And a living wage in that contraption to survive temporarily, you will need nothing less than 500,000 naira minimum wage. But the argument is that it's going to make Nigeria broke. Since you don't want Nigeria to bankrupt, then the rest of you should embrace your hardship. You would have to embrace the hardship because the old math is not mathing. I promise you. But again, they say for peace, more will take on like that. Just same way they told us, take it like that. It is small, more. I mean, take this national anthem like that. It is more like it speaks more to our problems. It will solve Nigeria insecurity. This anthem is going to solve Nigeria poverty. It's going to speak directly to you and make you feel like that's how these lunatics have been trying to convince everyone about this new anthem.
Looking at our national anthem, and I'm singing a song as my national anthem written by a foreigner who doesn't understand my Nigerian reality, who doesn't understand the fact that I have to sell gala, that I have to run after bosses, that I have to do all those things, you know. And that's why I always say to people, when you hear "Arise, O compatriots," you know exactly what it means. Nigeria's call base, your nation calling you. You know, maybe we could have even tweaked that if we needed to add a few things by Nigerians. And that's one of the things I had a problem with, the fact that I'm singing a song written by a foreigner. I don't know which other nation on the planet, you know, has got a national anthem. It's called a national anthem. Except you're going to tell me that the authors are Nigerians. Because at the end of the day, we're saying buy Nigeria. Buy Nigeria. Doctors should not japa. Everybody stay in Nigeria. Build Nigeria. But then the first thing we have to do is to get back to a national anthem that was written by, foreigners. I wouldn't get it. But like I said, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'll defer to my leaders. And I think I'll learn the song and...
Bless you, the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Nuisance, Lele.
Abina, you have no choice. You have to sing the song. Nigeria, we will thee. All of us, the whaler from whaler land. Our beautiful Nigeria, our whaling land. Nigeria, we wait. Because Nigerians are whalers right now. If you have come across Nigerians online and offline, we always whale thee. Because Nigeria is the weapon fashioned against us. The criminal politicians that are keeping it together for themselves. They want us to sing like slaves. And as slaves, well, we have to obey. As law-abiding slaves, we must obey this anthem. Can you be that? Don't obey any nonsense, okay? Even Thiefnubu can sing it. There's no point in you singing any nonsense you don't believe in. When you sing it, that means you believe in it. You are an hypocrite. If you sit down there and believe that this whole thing is a total nonsense, right? But behind the scene, you are learning how to sing it. Shame on you. But keep it up. You won't be the first. As a very law-abiding slave, come on, you have to obey it. You have to sing it. Anyway, we'll leave that one like that, okay? Here were those who we believe were saved somewhere in Ugeli around Delta, right? Somewhere in Delta states. These travelers were saved from the Fulani terrorists. They called them Fulani armed robbers. No joke, no shit. This happened. And it happened today.
Army don't help you. If not for the help of Nigerian army.
Hey, calm down.
They have kidnapped us. Some people are missing till now. Our properties were taken. Thanks for the soldiers. Our drivers and others are missing. We just they talk and say these people they worry. We just they talk for see. We see on our when we just talk. We say thank God son they we they talk am.
We did the year one gunshot.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's me, Comedy Andrew, along Patani Ugeli Road. There are serious armed robbers there. Fulani, we saw them clearly. They are Fulani people with guns. They pushed out some people among us. They collected our money. They did a lot of things to us. But thank God to Igbesu for keeping me strong and alive. And thanks also to the Nigerian soldier who came to rescue us. Some people are still missing, but we know they will see them out.
So that's what life is normally. You may just be driving slow, like you may just be enjoying your travel and enjoying the nature. You put your hand on your window and you're just enjoying the breeze. Your life can quickly just turn up side down right there within a sec. Boom. You could around that time you may survive, but you will be shaken. That's what Nigeria is. Then the moment you manage to escape, you can thank Jesus. You can call Allah, or like that guy, thank Egbesu. Anything where you worship. That's what Nigeria is. And it can happen anytime. I mean, the Wala not too much like that. Somebody sent in this video. And it is a video of what life is like for the commuters. This time around, it is not about terrorists. It is another weapon fashioned against us to take our life. It's like everything in Nigeria, when you walk out of your house, inside your house, it is like there's always something to remind you that I will kill you. And you are there, you are like, you can't kill me. You, this poverty cannot kill me. I will kill you. This eats. And sometimes all of us will be like, Baba, this heat won't kill me. Oh. Inside your house, there's always something that wants to kill you. And that is something coming from the inadequate place where you live. Something wants to kill you, something. The dirty water, something is there. So when you now come outside, it's like everything out there is like just waiting to kill you too. So then you will need the protection of God. The special Holy Spirit guide, the special protection from Almighty God to protect you from unknown dangers, because you can see all the other dangers. Terrible road, bad hospitals, terrible schools, no safety, this, that, and that's what people go through every day. When it is time for them to actually punish those who put them through all of this, one Congo of rice is enough. It will do the magic. Mama, Emma Pinu, sorry. Honorable, that's what you people they do. Every time you will come, we will vote for you, and you will all go back and disappear. Don't come here, don't talk to me. I'm not voting for anybody now. Mommy, it's not like that. What? It's not like that. Take, mommy. Egba. No. That's not what I have been eating. You are not doing good thing for people. It's not good, honorable. It's not good. What is that? It's just for you. Take, ma. If you have been doing this, people will not be complaining about you. Honorable, let me tell you something. Our people are not happy. I am the leader. So I have to go and talk to them. If you have been doing this one since, our people won't complain. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to tell you, ma. I am so sorry that I did not look back. I did not even come back here again since 4 years ago. But, ma, there's so much work to do. Please, I have a bag of rice inside the boot for the women. I brought some wrapper as well. My wife said we should give the women wrapper. Okay. You know what we are going to do, honorable? This is what we are going to do. Okay. I will go and see the women. I will tell them, okay, that you have come to see me. You said you are sorry and that you will take care of them. Okay. So tomorrow you can now come and meet the women. They were not happy, but don't worry. I'll talk to them. That they have survived the terrible road, that their children remain unemployed, That moment, a Congo of rice, 10,000 naira in envelope, and then some beautiful Ankara wrapper. They will say, you see, they're all the same. Let us be honest. They are all the same. All these politicians, they are the same. That is why you see Honorable Bankole is just that it's not doing well, but see, Honorable Bankole is still better. They are all the same. We cannot go and support anybody. Honorable Bankole is the one that we know. He gave us wrapper, he gave us rice. Don't forget that. He said he will get job for our children once he go back there. See, it is better. I say, okay, yes, ma'am. Then they go back to that horrible life. The saddest thing is that they will now start calling God. God should come and judge them. But take a look at this. How could people living in this area ever have a chance of allowing any politician to walk free in their area? But they do. And whenever they did, they are respected than what you can imagine. Take a look at this.
Ìjọba Ogun State àti sọ títí ẹ gbọ́ ṣáwádà wá kọ́lé sí fọ̀ ń sìn ṣé ká máa kábàbọ̀ pàṣẹ wá ralẹ̀ sí fọ̀ ni àbí ṣé gbogbo àwa tá kọ́lé sí fọ̀ ń sìn àdẹ̀ ní wá sí láti ibi iṣẹ́ àbá ní wá sílé àbí ṣé àdẹ̀ ní lọ síbi iṣẹ́ mọ́ ẹ wo gbogbo ọ̀nà bó ṣe rí mọ́tò ṣubú pákó tó ń sìn torí pé òjò rọ̀ lánàá àtàlẹ́ àná ni ò ti sí ọ̀nà láti fọ̀ sí Sango ẹnu bridge ṣé bá ṣe máa bá lọ náà ní ìlú tí gómìnà ń wá o àní senators oríṣiríṣi o àní house of rep oríṣiríṣi o olú ọmọ ìlú yìí ni o gbogbo ilé ìlàbẹ̀rẹ̀ máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín lọ́la o gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń fojú àwọn èèyàn rí pátápátá ni abèrè máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín lọ́la torí pé ẹ mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ń fi ara ní ará ìlú ni kì í ṣe pé owó yìí láti tú ọ̀nà ìṣe kò sí torí ọdọọdún ni ìjọba ń allocate owó fún ọ̀nà ṣé ẹ̀ ṣáà ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí kò sí mọ́tò tó lè gba pákó tó mọ́ oníkálukú ń gba wọn wè nísìnyí ṣáà ní lọ bí iṣẹ́ mọ́ àdẹni tó ń gbé mọ́tò wá sílé mọ́ torí pé ojoojúmọ́ lọ́yìn ànáwó fún mechanic ṣé ẹ̀yin náà ń rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o olú ọmọ òun wo ìlú ẹni Ifọ̀ ń bí o ọmọ Ifọ̀ ní ẹ o Isiaka wà ń bẹ o house of rep ẹgbẹ̀rin senator Abiodun gómìnà Ogun State gbogbo ilé ìlàbẹ̀rẹ̀ máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ yín lọ́la kì í ṣe pé torí ẹ̀ ṣe dáa ìjọba tẹ́ ń ṣe ìjọba tẹ́ fi ń ní aráàlú lára ni àbẹ̀rẹ̀ púpọ̀ jù ẹ jẹ́ kí iná wà ẹ jẹ́ kí ọ̀nà wà omi gbogbo ara ti gbẹ́ bò sínú ilé ara wa ṣùgbọ́n ọ̀nà àti iná kí petrol kẹta ní owó tó ṣe é rà ó price tó wà yìí price gbọmọgbọmọ ní gbẹ̀mígbẹ̀mí tí agbára ìlú ò ká òun ni ẹ̀yin náà ti rí sìn ẹ ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá tún yá tó bá dìgbà ìbò ẹ bẹ̀ tí máa pín àǹkàrá ẹ pín kírísítà ẹ máa bu ráìsì fún agolo kankan bí tẹ bá ìlú dé nìyẹn o gbogbo ilé ni o abèrè máa bèrè gbogbo yín lọ́la o abèrè o kì í ṣe pé o torí pé ẹ ṣe dáa ẹ ní aráàlú lára ni ìjọba ìnilára ni ìjọba tẹ̀ ń ṣe ní Nàìjíríà ẹ wo gbogbo ọ̀nà Ifọ̀ o ẹ wo ọ̀nà Ifọ̀ o fúlàm làṣìwà àti ìdè pákòtò gangan bàbá ẹ o torí pákòtò gangan ni bàbá ọ̀nà yìí ọ̀nà ti gé sí méjì ń bẹ̀ tó yẹ pé a lane kò sí mọ́tò tó lè gbàbẹ̀ mọ́ rárá one way lẹ́bọ̀dì ń gbà that particular side yẹn ó ti cut sí méjì àwọn tó ń da yẹ̀pẹ̀ sí tẹ́lẹ̀ ní tọ́mátì da yẹ̀pẹ̀ sí pé wọ́n ní ìjọba máa wá bá wọn fa wàhálà yìí pé àwọn fẹ́ ba ọ̀nà ìjẹ́pẹ́ àwọn ò gbàṣẹ láti da yẹ̀pẹ̀ sí oníkálukú dẹ̀ ra fílẹ̀ wọ́n ń wò wọn lè dá nǹkan kan sí mọ́ ṣé báyìí wọn máa bá lọ nìí Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún àbèrè lọ́wọ́ gbóyún o torí ẹ ṣe dáa ìwà ìka ni gbogbo yín ń wò kí ló tèkì yín láti pé kẹ́ ẹ ṣọ̀nà nínú àwọn owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ yín gbogbo project owó tẹ̀ ń gbà gbogbo owó tẹ̀ ń gbà fún project consensus oníkálukú kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe sí consensus Ifọ̀ o kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe ń bí o
ní constituency form bí kò sí kọtẹ ṣe ń bẹ o tẹ́ bá kọ gba owó ẹgbà sọ́wọ́ ara yín ní constituency form bí kò sí kọtẹ ṣe ẹ wò ó síná òun ní ọ̀dàn tó tún jẹ́ kóhun ló pa gbogbo ìlú pọ̀ àyítálíkà tó lówó ló ń gbabẹ̀ kò sọ́nà o àkọ́ni ká sọ fún yín náà ni ẹ múra sí o ẹ kú ìjọba nígbà tó bá yá àbèrè lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín.
That is a road in Ifo, Ogun State. That road is situated in the it's situated in the constituency that Obasanjo came from. And Obasanjo is the two-time president of Nigeria. Ah, man, it's just so sad. It's so sad. If you go to so many of these kind of roads in Nigeria, right? Federal road or state or wherever, they have state, they have federal and all of that, right? Now, if you go to Benin, you go see road that is like about 10 feet deep, like pit, red sand. Yeah, that much. You will see a road that is going to actually like swallow a whole truck, 36 tires, all those massive trucks. They will be so lost inside the pits, and it's meant to be a road. Oh my God, like, how do you even describe it? Oyinbo self then be criminals. Maybe say, okay, then they do corruption. They have a way around where but they would never sabotage their country and take the money meant for infrastructures and put it in their personal account abroad without going to jail. Because they will be hurting the people, hurting themselves, and hurting the country that makes them leaders. Nigeria don't have one. Well, what is Sumijare? Because imagine, then they are always out there to sort of keep your frustration alive. See this guy frustrated by the FRSC guys. It is Nigeria. Something is just here to take your life. And it's like every day Nigerians are fighting for their lives. So if they go out every morning and they come back home, they always do Thanksgiving. Thank you, Jesus. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for protecting me and guiding me, where, protecting my going out and protecting my coming back in. Heavenly Father, I'm grateful to you. There are so many people who left their houses today, they never came back, Baba. In fact, for all that I have witnessed today, Baba, you are the God of all God. I love her. You have to. They will say you don't know what God don't do for you, that you went out and you came back alive every day in Nigeria. See frustration here.
Oga, answer me, Abek. No talk now. See the video. You don't do on video. You stopped me, right? You stopped me to wind my glass because why we are on hold up. You didn't even ask me to park. You said I should wind down. I wind down to talk to you. Then what did you say? You immediately opened my door and jump inside my car. For what reason, Oga? Did you ask me to park and I didn't park? Because we are on hold up. And cars are beside me. Did you ask me to park and I didn't park my car? You just opened my door and jumped inside my car immediately. Then why do you expect me to stop like that? Is that to be? Is that the rules? Is that the law? Is that how they ask you to do, Oga? Why are you stopping him to talk now? Talk now. Talk to me, Oga. Talk to me. Talk to me now. You are not talking anything again. You are not saying anything. Oga, answer me, Abek. No talk now. See the video. You don't do on video. You stopped me, right? You stopped me to.
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is so corrupt.
Did you see the FRSC guy? You are speaking English, Abi. Okay. Now you get where you they go. Me, I don't get anywhere where they go. Now this road I go there till 9 p.m. Now you possibly get appointment. I don't get any. Okay, say something. Say something now. I am going somewhere. You are delaying me. Why did you stop me? Why did you stop me? Say something now. That is the kind of mentally disturbed people that are in charge of Nigeria. Everybody the mental. Last, they will tell him and say, you self corporate now. Ah, but I didn't do anything. Why did you stop me? What kind of a country is this? It is Nigeria, my dear. Okay? It is Nigeria. Oh, this country is just... It's okay. Don't cry. Just take care of the officer and you can go your way, okay? So he stopped me to delay me because of money. Yes. Please. If you want to, you can cry from now till tomorrow. If you don't get money here, we get POS. There's a POS of the woman there. Okay. And if you don't have money in your bank, maybe you should call your people to send you money. That's the only thing. Is that why you are stopping me here? Yes, that's why. Would you please let me leave and go to where I'm going? No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going anywhere. You would have to pay or bail yourself out. That's how they frustrate people in that place. And that is not a lie. That is not a lie. Even if you are trying to make a sense out of it, it is not life. I do hope that you will experience what life is like for real. Okay? So here, we are talking about the water scarcity, right? See this lady? Okay. Let me go check her name. She's one of the obedience. And I'm not sure if she's even like an elected member. I don't know. But she on her own went on to possibly just give water to a community that has never had any water since the creation of Nigeria up to tomorrow. But finally, they got one. And this is how they responded. I just wanted to add that to this.
Correct.
So, muna cewa Ubangiji ya sarkake wannan ruwa jama'arsa da za su mora su samu lafiyan jiki zai rage mana typhoid.
Saying that Almighty God bless the givers of this borehole, and as the people will drink, they're going to be very good, healthy in their body. You can see the Reverend drinking the water. And likewise, after he finished drinking, the children too will take off. So he says this one has passed the other borehole around. So you can see the director. You can see it. She's drinking. Likewise, the children too will take it. Good.
Don't finish it alone.
Children, take it. That is the work.
This is 2024, and it is still a practice that individuals or well-to-do individuals would have to provide their water, while the criminal politicians, those people who have representatives, they have senators, they have reps who are collecting hundreds of billions of Nigerian naira, and they are meant to be the constituency money. They never get to that they never get to them to provide that water. And that woman is called Rhoda, that's her name, Rhoda. So she is I think she's one of the executives of the Labour Party. If she's not their woman leader, I don't know. I was like, that's a finally, so we'll keep it at that. So I want to say a big thank you to everyone. Okay, I am finishing early tonight, and I am going to see you again tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much for your time. We shall see then tomorrow and possibly allow you to react to all that we have shared today. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, and remember, if you are to support my platform or you want to, there are links that you could actually use. Thank you so much to every one of you who, reach out to buy me a coffee, even though I don't drink coffee. But you know that in the last 4 days alone, I have had over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, like 10, 15. People have bought me like a 15 cup of coffee. That's great. So thank you to every one of you. You know yourselves, right? And I love the messages you always send with, oh my God, well done. I love that too. So I am going to see you tomorrow. We've got readings to do tomorrow, and not just the reading. We've got a brunch time with Mayegun, and that's the time you can possibly call in case if the evening is always so too busy for you. But you need to subscribe onto the channel. Set your notifications on. The next time when I come on, you will receive the notification. So thank you and good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Mayebi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.